Martha Rogers was born May 12, 1914, in Dallas, Texas.
Here's a fun fact for you. Martha Rogers shares the same birthday as Florence Nightingale.
Martha Rogers was the oldest of 4 children. Her father's name was Bruce Rogers and her mother's name was Lucy Rogers. She had a thirst for knowledge at an early age.
Rogers' academic career started at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville in 1931. She took up the Science Med course and only remained for 2 years. She also went to nursing school at Knoxville General Hospital in September 1933, where she received her nursing diploma in 1936. She also received her Bachelor of Science degree in Public Health Nursing from George Peabody College in Nashville in 1937.
She became a health nurse in rural Michigan for 2 years. In 1945, she earned her master's degree from Teachers College, Columbia University. She then became a public health nurse in Hartford, Connecticut. She eventually became and established the executive director of the first visiting nurse service in Phoenix, Arizona. Now let's get started on Martha Rogers' theory. Rogers' conceptual system provides a body of knowledge in nursing. Her model provides the way of viewing the unitary human being. Humans are viewed as integral with the universe.
This is a story all about how Martha Rogers turned nursing upside down. I'd like to take a minute and just sit right there and tell you how Martha became the theorist of the year. In Dallas, Texas, she was born and raised in the libraries where she spent most of her days reading, questioning, being all smart, graduated college and on to the next school. Couple of nurses, they were doing all good. Started doing service in the neighborhood. Went to one last school and got master's degrees there and came up with some consoles. Listen right here. The energy field is the fundamental unit of both the living and non-living. The energy field also continuously varies in the intensity, density, and extent.
There are no boundaries or barrier that inhibit energy flow between fields. The human field and the environment field are constantly exchanging their energy.
Pattern is an abstraction and it gives identity to the field. Pattern is identified as a distinguishing characteristic of an energy field perceived as a single wave.
Pandimensionality is defined as nonlinear domain without spatial or temporal attributes. The present is relative. There is no temporal ordering of lives.
Much of this had started long before that in terms of thinking because, I can stretch it and say from conception, one wonders what are people like, what is human development like, what is evolution, what is the world we live in. All of these had relevance for nursing, so that it was really the motivation was what did we need to know in order to serve people, because as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that justifies our existence at all is that there are people out there that can use our services, and I happen to believe that people need knowledgeable nursing, and we had not been providing it.
Are we done yet? Not just yet.
Here are the homeodynamics of Martha Rogers' theory.
Integrality is the mutual, continuous relationship of the human energy field and the environmental field. We affect environment, and the environment affects us.
Resonance is an ordered arrangement of rhythm characterizing both human field and environmental field. Constant change and wave pattern are in this field.
Helicity is any small change that causes a ripple effect. It is constant and unpredictable.
Here is where we sum it all up. Florence Nightingale believed nursing is achieved through environmental alteration. Her theory was based on what it is versus what it is not.
Whereas Martha Rogers had more of an abstract theory. She turned nursing into a learned profession. It consists of knowledge-based discipline.
Closing time, one last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.